situated on land that was donated by international globalist David Rockefeller, the United Nations building in New York City is home to 193 UN member states, and each of them is a member of the United Nations General Assembly, a centralized global unit of countries dedicating their time to promoting international cooperation. But order could not come without chaos, and so following the First World War, as a result of the Paris Peace Conference, the League of Nations was born in an attempt to maintain world peace. A politically informed populace, seeing through the lies of bureaucratic global treaties that sought to undermine their sovereignty, rejected the notion of unifying all the countries of the world in the name of peace and security. And so on April 18, 1946, the final meeting of the League of Nations took place in Geneva, Switzerland. But in the interest of staying true to the motto of order out of chaos, the Rothschild banking dynasty orchestrated a Second World War beginning in 1939, following the German invasion of Poland. And what once seemed to be the demise of their globalist dreams proved to be just the beginning of a very carefully crafted plan. On October 24, 1945, 176 days prior to the League of Nations ending, a plan for the United Nations was already underway. Those who opposed the League of Nations and who were once enraged with the notion of unity in the name of peace and security were suddenly embracing the concept of a United Nations in the name of peace for all humanity. The globalist dreams for an eventual new world order under a one-world government stemming from the United Nations was now underway, and no apparent threat to this globalist agenda was going to stop it until right now, as Donald Trump will begin phasing out funding to the United Nations in retaliation for its treatment towards Israel. But will this truly spell the end for the globalist puppet string pullers? Or is order out of chaos still the modus operandi? Israel's population currently takes up 0.1% of the global population, yet the United Nations spends 1/3 of its time in deliberations and discussions on how to deal with Israel, a landmass making up 1/1000th of the world's population. But how does Donald Trump feel about uniting the nations under the umbrella of the UN? Is he trying to divide, or is he trying to unite? The answers all come down to Israel. Nikki Haley, Trump's choice of ambassador to the United Nations, has stated that the US is by far the biggest contributor to the UN budget, funding 22% of the organization's annual costs and 29% of its peacekeeping operations. An executive order halting this funding will significantly impact the UN's capabilities. But just as the League of Nations failed, which gave way to the rise of the United Nations, is order out of chaos once again the name of the game in an attempt to rise like a phoenix from the ashes as a new and improved United Nations? Consider the following statements from President Donald Trump. On Boxing Day of 2016, Trump tweeted, "The United Nations has such great potential, but right now it's just a club for people to get together, talk, and have a good time. So sad." There is such tremendous potential, but it is not living up. So if it lives up to the potential, it's a great thing. And if it doesn't, it's a waste of time and money. Donald Trump clearly wants a more unified global authoritative body, and he is not willing to pay for it anymore until the agenda for a global government can be properly achieved under his watch. But all throughout this struggle, whether it be from the time of the League of Nations leading to the UN and the UN attempting to lead to a global government, A resistance of informed and awakened individuals have maintained their sovereignty at all costs. Will you be on the right side of history? As this agenda continues to unfold, we will be reporting from the front lines. We hope you will join us as a PFT member and a PFT patron, and together we will continue to smash that pyramid one brick at a time.